extraterrestrial civilization may already know of our existence as humans, and may have already mastered the coordinates of our Earth in the universe, and are trying to establish contact with us. What is going on? As early as 40 years ago, scientists have already sent information about our Earth into space, and a copy of this map is embedded on 2 Voyager spacecraft. These 2 spacecraft were launched in the late 1970s, and now they have drifted to the farthest place from our Earth. This map contains location information on our Earth. If an extraterrestrial civilization intercepts and interprets this map, then they will be able to know accurately the position of our Earth. This could usher in a new era of space exploration, because we humans will have the opportunity to interact and collaborate with extraterrestrial civilizations. Although it seemed unlikely in the 1970s to engrave these maps on space probes, seems like a wise decision. But some critics are concerned that this could bring catastrophic consequences to us humans, because we have essentially declared ourselves. There are still intelligent civilizations like humans existing in the universe. Now is the closest moment for us to reveal the truth, because Voyager 1 spacecraft has transmitted some mysterious signals that are difficult for us humans to interpret. Are extraterrestrial civilizations trying to contact us? Voyager 1 sent back these mysterious signals. 2. What exactly does it mean? Today we will unveil it from a scientific perspective. Aliens. Have they already intercepted the coordinates of our Earth? And have they sent us signals that we cannot understand? Attempting to contact us. Okay. First, Voyager 1 is a unique space exploration that began with its launch in 1977. His initial mission was to fly past Jupiter and Saturn to explore these 2 planets. However, Voyager 1's mission exceeded people's initial expectations. Its mission was originally planned to end after Jupiter and Saturn, but it is still operating. It didn't enter interstellar space until August 2012. This was unexpected by people. Now Voyager 1 and its companion, Voyager 2, have been flying in space for a long time since 1977 November, setting a historic record for space probes on 1977 November 21, 10, 29, 32, 239, UTC. Both of them are very durable and long-lasting space probes. Their missions have been ongoing for a long time. These 2 space exploration missions allow scientists to observe the universe from a whole new perspective. Helps us to understand the universe more deeply, especially information about energy and radiation in space. Voyager 1 carried a special gift, a copy of a golden record. This record contains greetings in 55 different languages, pictures of humans and places on Earth, and various types of music, from Beethoven's music to Chuck Berry's music. United States of America, planet Earth. Actually, it started in 1977. The main mission of the Voyager spacecraft is to provide us humans with valuable information about the universe. The mission of the Voyager spacecraft is not only to explore the universe, but also to serve as a cosmic calling card. In the design process of the spacecraft, each scientific tool or instrument all must prove that their existence or position is justified to ensure its coordination in the mission. However, a gold record is a special case. Its main purpose of existence is to communicate with extraterrestrial life, information about us, the Earth and humanity, rather than being used for execution. Specific scientific mission. There is a label on this golden record. The label says, Sounds of Earth. The golden record does not require a CD or DVD player, because it contains everything itself. Information that can be played by extraterrestrial life. The contents included on the golden record were selected and categorized by the renowned astrophysicist Carl Sagan and his team. He led the selection and classification of the golden record. The concept of the golden record is simple. But it is filled with profound meaning. If an extraterrestrial life form in interstellar space accidentally comes across the Voyager spacecraft, they will obtain information about Earth by listening to, observing and deciphering the contents of the golden record, just like having a map of our Earth. Although the concept of the golden record is intriguing, but in the universe, there is a possibility of finding a small probe, which is quite tiny. The universe is exceptionally vast. If aliens want to find our probe, it would be like finding a needle in a haystack. Very difficult. But recently there seem to be some signs indicating that there is some unknown object interacting with Voyager 1 probe. In May 2022, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory of NASA is responsible for monitoring and controlling the Voyager spacecraft. Space probe Voyager-1 suddenly reported a problem with the Voyager 1 probe and sent back some data. That data is extremely strange and cannot be easily understood. Some people might think that Traveler 1 is a space probe that has been operating for decades, so it may have experienced technical malfunctions or issues, resulting in the transmission of abnormal data. But the reality is quite the opposite. Although Traveler 1 is far away from Earth, it takes 22 hours for the signal to reach Earth. This means that communication between the probe and the ground control team, there is a significant delay. Despite the spaceship starting to send strange signals, but it is actually in normal operation. It can receive commands from Earth and execute commands given by the ground team. The problem with Voyager 1 spacecraft is that it is not transmitting specific information about the activities of the spacecraft and its direction. Instead, it is sending a series of zeros and some number sevens. This has puzzled scientists. According to the coordinates sent by the detector, the Voyager seems to be pointing in a different direction than the trajectory it had previously chosen. But if the ground team believes in these coordinates and directs the antenna towards the detector, they will not receive any signals. This has caused confusion among scientists. Because of the discrepancy between the signals and the coordinates, there is a huge contradiction in the gap. Even more confusing is, as a traveler, based on the data of spacecraft number 1 itself, he made it clear the direction of the probe has not changed. So what exactly happened? Why did this spacecraft, after running perfectly for decades, suddenly sending out these data that baffles scientists? When the Voyager team received this signal, they immediately tested the detector to ensure that all instruments were functioning properly. In the 1970s, when Voyager 1 was launched, it carried 11 scientific instruments. Over time, 2 of them completely stopped working. 5 were turned off. Fuel saved. This means, when receiving these confusing signals, only 4 devices were active. Clearly the team checked each of their devices. But what is surprising is, they couldn't find any issues. Next, they checked the power supply of the detector, although the power has decreased. But this is understandable. After all, mission time of Voyager 1 is longer than expected. The only system that experienced a malfunction is the attitude control and control system. Is a computer system of the probe. Its function is to ensure that the antenna of the spacecraft always points towards Earth. When the attitude control and control system, AACS, started to malfunction, the computer started to send inconsistent signals. 201, 21, 24, 48 puzzling scientists, because they don't know what went wrong with the detector's system. Interestingly, Voyager 1 has an emergency safe mode setting. that automatically shuts down the system temporarily when any device on the spacecraft malfunctions. This gives the team on Earth time to figure out the cause of the problem and how to solve them. However, this time the emergency safety mode did not start. In his view, all systems are running normally. Can you imagine? What caused this sudden failure? Did extraterrestrial life intercept Voyager 1? The signals we received. Is it their way of communicating with humans? Perhaps a series of numbers transmitted by Voyager 1. It is some kind of advanced code sent by extraterrestrial life, used to assess the technological level of the probe's creator. If that's really the case, then it seems we haven't passed this test. So scientists can't figure out what happened during Voyager 1's exploration in space. What exactly happened? Even after 4 months of survey and testing, they haven't solved this problem. They were eventually forced to give up. The computer was switched to the backup system. This is not Voyager 1, the first forced computer replacement. In previous situations, the probe has switched to the new system because the old system has become obsolete. But when they switched systems this time, they discovered Voyager 1 actually back to the old computer. That's why he sent strange data. How about the detector? Without any instructions from Earth, how to change such an operating system? If the command is not from Earth, then where does it come from? NASA sees this event as a common failure of Voyager 1 system, attributed to the equipment running in space for over 40 years. Although it is difficult to challenge the explanation of NASA. What do you think? Announce the coordinates of the Earth to the universe. Is it a wise move? We really hope to encounter advanced extraterrestrial life. Find us, contact us, or visit Earth. Considering we haven't even reached the threshold of a Type 1 civilization, dreaming of a Type 2 or Type 3 civilization. Discover Voyager 1 and approach Earth may bring enormous disaster. What do you think? Share your different opinions and views in the comments section. Thank you all for patiently watching and following. See you next time.